Oh, I didn't see you there. Teddy Plant, number 80, senior book reader. Hide your books, because I will talk about them. For my book talk, I decided to read Hey Whipple, Squeeze This, the classic guide to creating great ads. It is written by Luke Sullivan and co-written by Edward Botches. And it is the 5th edition of the book because it's been fully updated with digital, social, and emerging media. For a genre, I would probably qualify it as informative and tip-based. It has 21 chapters and ends with 407 pages. So before I go in depth on the actual content of the book, I just wanted to share a quick story about how I heard about it and how it came into my possession. So I was talking to somebody at my internship of Triad Advertising, and they were just telling me about ways to learn about the industry and things I should get into, things I should check out. And one of them, his name was Dan. He mentioned if you're looking for a book to read, Hey Whipple, Squeeze This. He said that's where he learned a lot of his tips and tricks about how he writes some of the ads that he produces. And he said, hey, you should give it a look. So I went to Miss Holt, and she got it done. So I want to give a shout out to Miss Holt and shout out to Dan from Triad. Thank you. So as I said, the book is very instructional. I'd probably define it as a how-to book. So each chapter starts off with a different piece of the art of advertising. For example, some of the names are right when you get to work. It talks about how you should stay motivated and how you should always have ideas flowing through your mind. Another one is the virtues of simplicity, about how to keep ads simple but also very effective at the same time. My personal favorite is Chapter 8, Why is the Bad Guy Always More Interesting? And it talks about how some of the best ads are when conflict is present. For example, Allstate's ad for Mayhem, how there's that guy that's always causing trouble and how Allstate's there to fix it. And one of my favorite ads that comes in it, they show here on page 150, and it's an ad for a self-parking car. And here you can see you have a motorcycle gang of bikes and a cop car. And if you don't want to get in trouble with those two gangs, which you know you don't want to be a part of, you want a self-parking car that can get the job done and fit in there perfectly. And I think it's very interesting how that story is told without any words, but you can still get it just based on inferences and how our minds work. And I think it's really cool how ads can do that. So I want to show you. They go in depth talking, and then they'll have an ad that kind of explains what they're talking about. So I think that was really cool in helping you understand and then have a visual to help you understand even further. Another thing that I thought was kind of cool about this book was how it would give you exercises to improve on your writing and creative thinking. Like, for example, this one here, it talks about writing a company. This one talks about BMW and creating as many headlines or taglines as you can. So here's one. Some burn candles when praying, others rubber. And there's just a bunch of others. And I've actually, to sharpen and hone my skills, I've been doing a similar exercise on my notebook. And there's a bunch of them, different exercises that you can do in here, and they all help you out a little bit. And I think they're helping me get better at what I want to do in the future. So I think that's another cool thing about this book. The book also provides a ton of information that's very useful because it pulls from other sources. Constantly, almost on every page, the author is quoting another book, or he's telling specific examples that he's dealt with in the workplace during his career. So I think that's really cool because it gives like an insider look at the industry from somebody who really knows it, and they're taking information from experts. So I think that's really cool. going into this assignment, I didn't really expect myself to like or even read the book that we were going to choose, especially when I found out the one that I chose was 427 pages. But I'm actually happy that I did read it because, for me personally, I liked it a lot because I'm into the world of advertising and it's what I want to go into in the future. But to be fair, I think that it wouldn't be appealing to most students because many people don't share that interest. If you do, I think it's a great book to read and I think it'll really inspire you and give you some great ideas. But if you're thinking about a different career path or are trying to have just sort of light reading or something, I don't think this is the book for you. I think it's great for the purpose that it serves, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who isn't interested in the field. But I was very happy with the book. The way I look at it, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Probably translates to a 4 out of 5. And I'm happy that I read it. Please like and subscribe and comment what type of videos you want me to post next. Peace out.